Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicole and you're at Dusty Book Sniffers, and today we're here for my reaction to the Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist for 2023. So let's get into it. Well, good morning or good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. As I said, we are here for my reaction to the shortlist for the Women's Prize for Fiction of 2023. So yeah, I did a prediction video the other day and it was my first one, and let's face it, I bombed big time. My personal wish list was one that I put up there, and it had the following books, and I'll just put them on the screen here. It had Queen Bandit, Stone Blind, Wandering Souls, Memphis, I'm a Fan, and Demon Copperhead. Out of that, only one ended up on the shortlist. But the one that I was actually really surprised that some of the books didn't even make the cut. Like, I struggled with what I was going to put on there. And I had the second list there of what I actually thought was going to be on the short list, and I only got one again. So I bombed out big time. You know, like it was a very much an eclectic group of books that we had to choose from this year, and the judges were right in saying one thing, that there was something there for everybody, and not everything was my cup of tea. Now, I have read the entire long list, so I have read or listened to every one of these books. Now, after I did my prediction video, I thought a little bit further about it, and I thought, you know what, I probably should have mentioned that a couple other ones that possibly could have been on there, but I chose what I chose because I thought that they were worthy of being on the list. Now, all the books that are on this shortlist are worthy of being there. They're just not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna, like, if you haven't watched the video, it's linked up down below of the premiere of it, and yeah, and these are the books that ended up on the shortlist. Now, the one that I said was Maggie O'Farrell. I thought that she was going to be on there, The Marriage Portrait, and it was. I also had on mine Demon Copperhead. It was on there. I was really surprised to see Pod on there because it was a very polarizing book, and I believe a lot of people are not going to like it. It's just brutal and quite violent, and yes, it's about dolphins, but it still has that undertone of violence and all that sort of stuff, so it was pretty hectic. Demon Copperhead, Maggie O'Farrell, as I said, it just wasn't a book for me, but it's still worth being on there. I was really surprised that I'm a Fan wasn't on there, and Queen Bandits, I was absolutely shocked that that wasn't on the list. But I'm not too sure whether I'm overly happy. I'm just looking for the list that I wrote down of the books. I'm really not happy that I'm going to have to read Trespassers again, and All Black Butterflies. I'm pretty okay with reading The Pod again because I already know what I'm in for, but it is quite a violent book. And the other one is Fire Rush. I'm actually interested to read that again because I would actually like to, now that I've listened to it, I'd actually like to read it in the physical form and see if I got a little bit more out of it, and maybe annotate it a little bit and get the underlying themes about it. I still stand by my review on them, that the beginning of that book was really good. In the end, it sort of lost it for me, but and I'm not 100% sure whether I said that in there, but I sort of feel that way. Like, the beginning of the book, I was really excited for it. It was great. It had a nice vibe and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, The Marriage Portrait, I'm not really keen to reread that one, but I will, because it's going to be part of our Discord members group. Now, just because these books weren't for me doesn't mean that you know, other people aren't going to enjoy them. Now, the only two books that I gave a 2-star rating to was Cursed Bread and so I'm so glad that that's not on there, and Homesick. I'm so glad that that's not on there as well. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the books that are on the shortlist. I am totally blown away that Memphis isn't on there, or Wandering Souls. I honestly thought that they were going to get up there, but the judges have spoken. Now we have to wait till June to find out who the winner is. And so for those that will be joining us on a Discord to read the books, the shortlist, we will start that in July. Once we know who the winner is, we start with the winner and then we go on from there. But it has been a lot of fun doing this. I am looking forward to doing it again next year. I've had a lot of fun. I've read some pretty good books. I've read some pretty average books as well in this long list. But as I said, the judges were right about one thing. There is something for everybody on this list, and also on the short list as well. There is something there for everybody. I'm a little bit excited to get back to Demon Copperhead and give that another go, because it's definitely a book that is worth rereading. But that is it for me today. That is my reaction. I am shocked, blown away that some of the books aren't on there, but hey, I'm not a judge. So yeah, I don't really get a say. Queen Bandits is really disappointing. I think I might actually just make that for June's book of the month over there. We will have that, because that was my spare, wasn't it? Didn't I have that as my spare? Maybe we could swap some out. I don't know. Anyway, we'll discuss that over in Discord. But as I said, that is it from me today. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you to everybody that has watched my videos and been with me on this journey. I really appreciate it. It is getting really cold here and very dark, so I'm about to head off, upload this video, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.